What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's the big dog named Austin back at you again. The regular season for the Indianapolis Colts starts tomorrow. It is Saturday. It is 7:15 at night. Oklahoma and Michigan play. I got to get this video done and edited before tomorrow. The Colts play football against the Miami Dolphins. The last time the Colts and the Dolphins played, the Dolphins beat them 16-10. Now, this was last season, and Tua Tagovailoa did not play. Skylar Thompson, Tyler Huntley, I'm pretty sure there was another quarterback in there who played. The Colts, I don't want to say they struggled offensively because they only scored 16 points, but they held Tyreek Hill in check. I don't believe Jalen Waddle did too much. But this is going to be a different challenge. This is going to be a completely different ball game. Tua Tagovailoa, when he was on the field, he started and played in 11 games. He had 72.9% completion percentage last year. Yeah? That led the league. So when he was on the field, he was the most accurate quarterback in the league. He's going to, if Gus Bradley was our defensive coordinator still, this would not be a contest.
No! God, please, no! No!
But I don't know what Lou Anarumo is going to do. I work with a Bengals fan. Now, I asked him, said, hey, what do you think about Lou Anarumo? Now, he kind of gave me a basic answer. He's good when he's good, and he's bad when he's bad. Okay, that doesn't do much for him. Woo! But I'm expecting this defense to be a lot better. Last season, the Colts were fourth in yards allowed. Fourth most in yards allowed. Not like the fourth best, the fourth worst. I guess I should have phrased that a little better. And then there were ninth in most points allowed. So the Colts defense last season, not good. Not good. Now, they didn't get pressure on the quarterback like we would want to. I'm hoping that this year is going to be different. Because you're looking at Latu, second year pass rusher, I should say, coming out of UCLA. I'm looking for him to kind of take a step forward. Now, we'll see what he can do. Tua Tagovailoa is a quick release, quick rhythm type quarterback, so he's going to get the ball out quick. So you've got to win your matchup, and get to the quarterback quickly. Hopefully the Colts can do that tomorrow. Devin Achane. Last season, he had 907 yards, 6 touchdowns on the ground. He had 78 catches for 592 yards. So a dual threat, if that's what you want to call it, a dual threat running back, a guy who can catch the ball and run the ball. So he's going to be a challenge tomorrow. I think this is the best wide receiver duo. This is the best group, pass-catching group that you're going to play. Jonnu Smith, last season, he had 88 catches. He led the team. He had 884 yards and 8 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill had a solid season. He did not crack 1,000 yards. He had 81 receptions for 959 yards and 6 touchdowns. I think I predicted last season that Tyreek Hill was going to win Offensive Player of the Year and have 2,000 yards. With a healthy Tua, all 17 games, Tyreek Hill can crack 2,000 yards. Okay, I think this is going to be one of the most difficult matchups the Colts have on the defensive side of the ball. Now, you have a couple of new free agents, a couple guys that you acquired in the offseason. Cam Bynum, Tre'Davious Ward. You kind of banged. You cut Juju Brents, who never really worked out. He played less time than Anthony Richardson did. He was drafted in the same draft, and he played significantly less games than Anthony Richardson has. That should say a lot. Like I keep saying, on the defensive side of the ball, the Dolphins are going to get theirs. The Dolphins are definitely going to score points. Now, a lot of times in week 1 and the first few weeks of any level of football, the defense is going to be better than the offense. If that's true, then the Colts have a legitimate chance tomorrow. Because I don't think the Colts offense, outside of the run game, is going to be very good tomorrow. But you never know. Okay, Daniel Jones coming in at a career 64.1 completion percentage, has a career 22-44-1 record That's not very good. He started 10 games last season. He was 2-8 in those games. He was 63.3 completion percentage last season. Passed for 2,070 yards at 8 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. So based off of those stats, and he wasn't cut, I don't think, right? He was playing safety on the practice squad. I don't know. He asked to be traded, asked to be released, went to the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings actually had interest in bringing him back. The reason why he came to Indianapolis is because he knew he had a legitimate shot to start for the Indianapolis Colts, and he was right. We'll see how it goes. I am not very optimistic that Daniel Jones plays at a high level tomorrow. I think he'll play okay. I don't know how tomorrow is going to look. I legitimately do not know. Okay, I can bank on Jonathan Taylor being a dog. Okay, I like our receiving core. I really do. Michael Pittman is a good receiver. Josh Downs had 72 catches for 803 yards and 5 touchdowns. He led the team in receptions. Michael Pittman had 69 catches.
Nice.
808 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, it was pretty split all the way. Then something interesting. Alec Pierce only had 37 receptions. Half of either of those guys. He had 824 yards. He led the team in yards receiving. He also led the league in yards per catch with 22.3 yards per catch. So there is talent there for the Colts. And you add in Tyler Warren. I like the addition of Tyler Warren. I think he is going to be an absolute pivotal part of this offense. I really, really think that they're going to get him involved early. I think I heard the over-under on catches for Tyler Warren was 3.5. And the guys I was listening to were saying, hammer that. I'm not much of a gambler, but I would think that Tyler Warren is going to get more than 3 catches. The all-time series between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. Now, remember, back before the formation of the AFC South, the Colts were in the AFC East, playing the same teams that are in the East, the Jets, Dolphins, Bills, Patriots. Playing those teams, the all-time record between the Dolphins and the Colts. The Dolphins lead by a wide margin, 48-29. That's some dominance right there. That's dominant. You know, I don't want to call it a rivalry. Old AFC East rivalry, I guess. That's what you want to call it. Which, by the way, I should make a video of why I think the Colts should have never been in the AFC South. They should have stayed in the AFC East. Miami, of all teams and all places, should have gone to the AFC South. Things would have transpired way differently. Imagine having Peyton Manning and Tom Brady in the same division. Oh my God. Anyway, that's another conversation for another time. But I've always thought that the Colts never should have been in the AFC South. Colts are 1.5 point favorites. Now, I don't know if I don't know what to make of this game. I think you have all gathered that. I've just thrown stats out at you. Stat salad. I'm just throwing these out, and I'm kind of looking at these stats like, okay, what do I do with this? It's week 1. All these stats, all these games from the past, they really, honestly don't matter. What matters is this game. The Dolphins have a really good coach. I think a really good coach in Mike McDaniels, who may or may not be on the hot seat after a potential poor season. I don't think the Dolphins make the playoffs. I don't think the Colts make the playoffs either, for what it's worth. Both of these teams last season were 8-9. So there's kind of some similarities between these two teams. The Dolphins haven't won a playoff game since the year 2000. The Colts haven't won a playoff game since the year 2018. I realize not quite as long. Both franchises have been searching for a franchise quarterback since the day their GOAT retired or left. In our case, we've been mid. They've been mid. There's some similarities between the Colts and the Dolphins. This game might end in a tie. I just want to say that. If it ends in a tie, I think I'd rather lose. I don't want to tie again. Okay? With that being said, I think I said it in my prediction video. I'm picking the Colts. Do I have a solid reason Do I have like a factual reason that I could point to the why I'm picking the Colts? Absolutely not. It's just a gut feeling, okay? I'm feeling good about this season opener. I think this season opener is going to be different from the past 12 season openers. I think we're going to win this one. Now, Kylan Granson, if you've seen him, he plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. He got a dub week 1, game 1, Thursday night. And he put it on Instagram and he captioned it with nice to finally get a week 1 dub. Okay. I think we're finally going to get it done. We're finally going to be 1-0 for the first time since 2013. I was still in high school. I was a junior in high school. The last time the Colts went 1-0. The last time the Colts won the division. No, 2014 was the last time the Colts won the division. Close enough. Tired of being mid. I want to be good. Are we going to be good? Is Daniel Jones got what it takes to take us to be AFC South Division champions? Is that all I can? Is that too much to ask? Is that too much? I don't know. Hopefully tomorrow goes smooth. Hopefully the Colts win 27-24. Spencer Schrader, as time expires, splits the uprights from 44 yards and the Colts win. I go home happy and not sad like I have the past 12 season openers. I'm the big dog named Austin, and as always, go Colts.